Welcome back to 3-Minute Beer Reviews. Today I'll be reviewing Central Water Brewing Company's HHG APA. Now usually I do very little research about the beers that I am reviewing, but I was just like, HHG, what is that? I know what American Pale Ale is, APA, but I don't know what this HHG thing is, and it's got a little logo of a horseshoe and hand grenade, and I googled it, and it's this pale ale is named after a band called Horses and Hand Grenades, which I had never heard of. But apparently, I looked at one of their videos, and I went to high school, and I know one of the members of the band, so that's pretty interesting. I'm still friends with him to this day. We just haven't talked for a while, so that's pretty cool. They're bluegrass. It's not really my thing, but they got a beer named after him, and they're representing Wisconsin, so that's awesome. I'm down for it. All right, anyways, back to the beer itself. Central Water Brewing Company is out of Amherst, Wisconsin, which is pretty much right central, almost in the middle of the state, a little bit closer to the eastern side of the state, but it's almost as centrally located as you can get. A little bit, I think, east of Stevens Point. I grew up in Milwaukee, so pretty much everything north of like Sheboygan northwards is like up north, far away. I don't really know a whole lot too much about the state outside of where I grew up. It is a very amber color. It is pretty hazy. It's got a nice little head going. The reviews on all the sites are really good. The lowest being a 3.7, the highest being a 4.2. Almost all of them right at about 4. So I'm excited to try this out. Yeah, this is very hop forward. You get a lot of citra, a lot of that grapefruit right off the top. That fruitiness, the fruity citrus is really prominent. It smells really juicy. This is the first non-Pilsner I've reviewed for a couple of reviews. I'm excited to try something else out for a little bit. Let's take a sip. You know, the review said this was very hoppy, and it is bitter, but it's also really crisp. It's a very bitter beer. Very bitter APA. But not in a bad way. Very hop forward. The hops definitely takes a front seat to everything else. I can see why this would be popular because it's super hoppy, but also still really refreshing. The bitter factor is there for sure. It smells fantastic. I don't get as much of the flavors that I was hoping to get with the citra and like the fruity flavors that you get from the grapefruit flavor. Not really. It's there for sure, but like it's more on the sides of your tongue. On the tip of your tongue, though, it's just that bitter hop. It's still tasty and it's still drinkable. And I'm not somebody super big into IPAs. I do enjoy pale ales a bit. Prefer pilsners and lagers. This is not bad. I would definitely drink it again. Honestly, though, it does not compare to my favorite Wisconsin American Pale Ale, New Glarus's Moonman, which is fantastic. But if you want a different take on an APA, I would suggest trying this out. It's definitely like bitter, hoppy, but refreshing, crisp, drinkable, pretty. It's kind of got a light body, and so the bitter you're thrown off with the light body and the drinkability by the bitterness. All right, I'm at 4.15 almost, so I'm just gonna say Workers Village Night All Day Forever. I'm gonna give it a 3.75, so I'm gonna go on the lower end, just by my personal preference, 3.75 out of 5. All right, peace.